श्री
सम्यक् ज्ञानी गुरु स्वतःचा होता मज अनुता.
सम्यक् ज्ञानी गुरु स्वतःचा होता मज अनुता.
निर्भय बनवी मजला तुका साक्षी मीच स्वतःचा.
निर्भय बनवी मजलाई तुका साक्षी मीच स्वतःचा. सकलांमध्ये असता तरीही रजमी अणुरेणूचा.
सकलामध्ये असता तरीही रजमी अणुरेणूचा.
क्षमाशील तू बनवी मजला शरण शरण तू ते. नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते. श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते. श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते.
तुझ्या कृपेने बालामधली रुजुता लाभो मला.
तुझ्या कृपेने बालामधली रुजुता लाभो मला.
तुझ्या कृपेने ज्ञानी होऊन बघू दे दैवी लीला.
तुझ्या कृपेने ज्ञानी होऊन बघू दे दैवी लीला.
तुझ्या कृपेने तृप्त तृप्त मी उदात्त अंतर्यामी.
तुझ्या कृपेने तृप्त तृप्त मी उदात्त अंतर्यामी. तुझ्या कृपेची देत सावली दिव्य शक्ती ती मी. तुझ्या कृपेची देत जागृती
दिव्य शक्ती ती मी.
सर्वस्वाचे देऊन लेणे करी धन्य माते. नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते. श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते. श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते.
तूच खरोखर या विश्वाची करती अन करविती.
तूच खरोखर या विश्वाची करती अन करविती.
तूच खरोखर हरी आपदा देऊन धन संपत्ती.
तूच खरोखर हरी आपदा देऊन धन संपत्ती.
समर्थ तुझी समर्थ करी मज दिव्यत्वाची मूर्ती.
समर्थ तुझी समर्थ करी मज दिव्यत्वाची मूर्ती. परम मंगला युगंधरा तू योग माते
नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते
Jai Shri Mataji. We can all bow down, raise our kundalinis and give ourselves a bandha. Shri Ganesha, please be present within me. Remove all the obstacles in the way of my being in thoughtlessness. And we'll say the mantra to Shri Ganesha with our right hand towards Mother Earth. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. O Shri Mahakali, O Shri Bhairava, please remove any imbalances in my left channel. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. You can also keep our left hand on the mother And we'll pray to Shri Adibhumi Devi. Oh, Shri Adibhumi Devi, please forgive me for placing my feet upon you. And thank you, Shri Adibhumi Devi, for nourishing me and removing the obstacles within me. Jai Shri Mataji. Both hands on the lap. We'll say Om 3 times. Om. 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 Mother, please bring me in thoughtless awareness. Please make me aware and be more associated with Virat. Mother, may my actions be that which please you. My thoughts be only on things which please you. May my actions be that which please you. May I not look for wrong in others. May I have the temperament that it is me who must improve, and all the other yogis are higher than me. May I feel joy in my heart whenever I do anything that pleases you, and when I'm with the collective. Please remove all the negativities keeping me away from the collective. And all the obstacles preventing me from enjoying the collective. We'll say the mantra to Shri Nirvicharita. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nirvicharita Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Can keep our hand across our forehead. And we'll say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And bring our attention, keep our attention on our Sahasrara. And we'll listen to Sri Ekadesha Rudra Puja in Italy in 1984.
If you have read wrong books, or if you have been in the company of wrong people, or if you have been sympathetic towards people who have been following wrong path, or you have been yourself one of the agents or guru of these wrong people. Now these 5 problems can be solved if we completely give up whatever wrong we have been doing. As Muhammad Sahib has said that you have to beat the shaitan, means the Satan, with shoes. But that has to be done not mechanically but from your heart. Like many people who come to Sahajog, will tell me my father is following this guru, that father is following that guru and get involved with their father, mother, sister, this, that, and try to take them out from those gurus, also get entangled. Or some of them yield to others' forces. Like I know of Maureen, who was with me, and her parents and parents-in-law said that the child must be baptized. I told her, you cannot get this child baptized because it's a realized soul. But she could not that way stand up to them. And she took the child for baptism, and the child became very funny. It was like a mad child. So now then she gave up all that, and so she has saved. But supposing she had another child, she would have done the same thing. The second child would have been something very, very bad. Now the trouble with Saj Yogis is that anybody who comes to Saj Yoga program thinks he's a Saj Yogi. It's not so. Either you should have very strong sensitivity, or you should feel it in your body, or with your intelligence you should understand what is Saj Yoga. A person who is still negative always gets attracted towards another one who is a very, very powerfully negative, and does not understand that the other person is so powerfully negative, but gets impressed. Under such circumstances, such a person is hit by that negative person, and Shiva cannot protect. One should not have sympathy with anyone who is negative. Whether he is mad, whether there's something wrong with him, whether he is your relation or anything, no sympathy of any kind. On the contrary, a kind of anger should be there for that person, a kind of a detachment, angry detachment. And this angry detachment is the only time when you have to be angry. But I have seen people who have anger for very good Saj Yogis, but not for their own husband or wives, who are extremely negative. So when the Ekadasha Rudra starts acting on these 5 sides, on the we should say on the right side it moves, because it comes from the left and moves to the right side, then a person starts becoming negative, but acting with his ego. Such a person may take up a situation into hands and say that I'm such and such Saj Yogi, and I'm so, and we should do like this, and we should behave like this, and start dictating. People can do anything. And some mediocres or some half-baked Saj Yogis may try to understand, but most of them will know that this fellow is going out now, he's on his way out. So all these things lead to this left side development, or we can call it on the head, on the right hand side of your medha. This plate, brain plate, is called as medha in Sanskrit language. Now the right sided one comes from the idea people have that I am myself a big guru. They start preaching about Saj Yoga also as if they are become great gurus. We have known some people who give big lectures in any program and never allow my tape to be played or anything. They think they have now become experts. Then some of them say that now we have become so great that we need not do any foot soaking or anything. There's no need to do meditation. There are some like that also. And then there are some who say that sin can never touch us. Now we are Saj Yogis. We are very great evolved souls. But the worst of all are those who just take my name saying that Mother has said so, and I'm telling you because Mother has said, when I've never said such a thing. It's all falsehood. Now there are some people who use Saj Yoga money and exploit Saj Yoga in such a way, exploit them. Sahajogis also sometimes. And such people become very inauspicious. Anyone who tries such things will go out of Sahajoga with disgrace. But one should never go near such a person, have nothing to do with such a person, have no sympathies. Because this inauspiciousness will hurt anyone to any extent, so better keep out of such people. When these 10 Ekadashas are developed within a person, then definitely such a person gets diseases like cancer and incurable, horrible diseases. Especially when the 11th one, which is actually here, which is the Virata's chakra, which is the collectivity, when it is affected as well, then such a person cannot get out of this disease. But these, out of these, even 5 are combined, supposing, with Muladhara or with Agya, then they get into very serious type of dirty diseases. That's why I always say that be careful about your Agya chakra, because that is one of the worst thing that once it starts getting combined with these Ekadashas, part of the Ekadashas, then anything can happen to a person. He can meet with a horrible accident, he can suddenly be hit by someone, could be murdered by someone. Anything can happen to such a person who has got the right Agya, and also any one of the Ekadashas, right or left. That means the 5 of these, any one of the 5s, if they combine with Agya chakra, the protective power of God are minimum. So to keep your Agya chakra, all right, say now I'm speaking, now you should watch me constantly so that there is thoughtless awareness and the Agya chakra is soothed out. Don't pay attention here and there all the time. Then you will find that gradually your attention will neutralize into thoughtless awareness. And your attention would be fixed in such a manner that you don't have to worry about anything. In thoughtless awareness, nobody can touch you. That's your fortress. By meditation, one must establish thoughtless awareness. That is the sign that you are rising higher. Many people do meditation and say, all right, Mother, we are doing mechanically, they do. And they say, yes, I did this, I did this, I did this. But did you achieve your thoughtless awareness minimum of minimum? Have you felt your cool breeze coming out of your head? Otherwise, if you are doing something mechanically, it is not going to help you or help anyone. So after realization, as you are very well protected, you have all the blessings and a great future, you also have a great possibility of a complete annihilation. I would say, to give an analogy, you are climbing and everybody is supporting you to climb, holding your hand, and there are so many things by which you are protected to be taken upward. There is no possibility of falling off by mistake also. But if you try to remove your bondages with truth and love, and all the time try to hit the people who are trying to support you, then you fall from a great height. I mean, the greater height you rise, the greater you fall. And with a greater force also, much go deeper. But every effort is made by the Divine, every support is given to you, every care is taken. Despite that, if you want to fall, then from that height is very dangerous. But Ekadasha Rudra at that time, at such a time, when somebody tries to harm the cause of Sahaja Yoga after being in Sahaja Yoga, then hits you so badly that the whole attack is very widespread. But the whole family can be protected if there are few people of that family doing Sahaja Yoga work, could be protected. But in case the family that is against all the time of Sahaja Yogis and try to trouble them can be completely destroyed in a very bad way. Now these Ekadasha Rudras come out of, as I told you, from the void. So we can say that the destruction part of it comes from the void mainly. But these are the powers, all are given in one person, that is the Mahavishnu, that is Lord Jesus Christ. Because he is the support of the whole universe. He is the personification of Omkara, he is the personification of vibrations. So when he gets angry, then the whole universe starts breaking. As he personifies the power of the mother, which is penetrating into every atom, into every molecule, and to every human being, into every that is living and non-living. Once it gets disturbed, the whole thing gets into jeopardy. So the pleasing of Christ is very important. Now Christ has said, you have to be like small children. That is the innocence, the purity of heart is the best way you can please him. As in the West especially, people have developed their brains too much. They try to play about with words and think that nobody knows what they are doing. All such people must know that everything you do is known to God. If you are not clean in your heart, it is very dangerous for anybody to pose as if he is a very good Sahaja Yogi. Such people are not possessed, nor they are conditioned, nor they are egoistical, but they are very cunning, clever people, and they are quite aware as to what they are doing. But there are people who get possessed also, and then they try to destroy themselves or cry and weep and do all kinds of things. There are some who think that if they hurt themselves or do some sort of an extreme thing, then God will be happy, are sadly mistaken. If you cannot enjoy in Sahaja Yoga, then you should know there's something wrong with you. If you cannot feel happy in Sahaja Yoga, then you must know there's something definitely wrong with you. If you cannot enjoy the company of Sahaja Yogis, then be sure something wrong with you. If you cannot laugh and appreciate the greatness of God, then it's something wrong with you. If you are still worried about negative people and their problems, then know that there's something wrong with you. If you have sympathies with negative people, then also there's something wrong with you. But if you have anger for negative, and all that is negative, that is against Sahaja Yoga, then you are there. When this thing gets matured, then you become the power of Ekadasha Rudra yourself. Anybody who will try to insult you or to do any harm will collapse. It has happened with many people who tried to be insulting to me or tried to harm me or anyway. Sometimes I'm quite worried about them. So one has to be in such a way that they become the Ekadasha. Nobody can touch such people. But such a person is full of compassion and forgiveness. As a result, Ekadasha acts much faster. The more compassionate you are, the more powerful Ekadasha becomes. The more collective you become, the more Ekadasha acts. Many people have a habit of receding back into their exclusion and saying that, oh, we better be at home and it's all right. But they don't know what they are missing. Whatever may be your experience with others, you should stick on together, always attend programs, take leadership, go ahead with it, work it out, and you will be blessed thousandfold. Ekadasha Rudra are all the powers, I would say, of destruction together. Is the power, destructive power of Sri Ganesh, is the destructive power of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha. It is the destructive power of the mother. Is the destructive power of the Ganesha, of what you call Shiva's is a Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha, and four of these are Bhairava and Hanumana, Kartikeya and Ganesha. Also the powers of Sadashiva and of the Adishakti. All the destructive powers of all the incarnations are Ekadasha. Now the last but not the least is the destructive power of Hiranyagarbha, which is the collective Brahmadeva. And this power, when it acts, every atom explodes, the whole atomic energy goes into a destructive power. So thus, the complete total destructive power is Ekadasha Rudra. It's extremely powerful, explosive, but it's not blind. It's very discriminating and extremely delicately woven. It avoids all the good points and attacks the wrong things. And it hits at the right time, at the right point, direct, without hitting anything that is good in between. Now the glance of Ekadasha Rudra falls upon someone, say, for example, and there is something in between which is divine or which is a positive thing. It penetrates through positive without harming the positive and hits the negative. It cools down somebody and burns another. So that is how it works, with such care and such delicacy. And it is tremendously sharp also. And it's very painful. It's not like cutting the neck in one shot. It goes on slowly, slowly. All the horrible tortures that you have learnt or heard about are expressions of Ekadasha only. For example, take the case of cancer. In the cancer thing, the nose is removed, the tongues are removed, and the gullet is removed, and everything goes on one after being removed with terrible pain, you see. Take leprosy, for example. The lepers cannot feel their fingers. They cannot feel it. So any rat or anything eats their finger, they can't feel it. So they start losing their fingers. That is how Ekadasha eats up people, devours. But this wrathfulness of the father can be very gentle and could be very sweet when it comes to his own children. The story is about the mother. Once she got very angry, the primordial mother, and she was so angry she wanted to destroy the whole world with her Ekadasha power. And she tried to destroy the whole world. When she went into that mood, the father himself felt that she is being a bit too much angry. So when she started destroying, and she was going right and left, he didn't know what to do. So he took her child, that means representing Sahajogi, you can say, representing Christ, or representing anyone of these great children of hers, that he put the child under her feet. So when she was stamping, suddenly she saw her own child under her feet, and such a big tongue came out. She just stopped balancing. But this has happened only once. So after Ekadashi Rudra, ultimately the complete destruction comes through the anger of Sadashiva, when the final total destruction takes place. So thus we have seen how Ekadasha Rudra acts and how Sahajogis have to become themselves Ekadasha Rudra. Now to develop this power, one has to develop a tremendous power of detachment, power of detachment from negative. For example, negativity can come from very near people like brother, mother, sister, could come from friends, could come from relatives. It could come from a country, it could come from your political ideas, economic ideas, anything like that. Any misidentification can destroy your power of Ekadashi. So it is not only sufficient to say that I am surrendered to Sahajog and I am a Sahajogi, but you must know mentally also what is Sahajog, so that intelligently you understand what is Sahajog. Because in the West especially people are over-intelligent, and if the light of Sahajoga doesn't enter into their intelligence, you can never overcome your attachments. That doesn't mean you talk too much about Sahajog or you give lectures on that, but mentally you should also understand what is Sahajog. Today is a special day when it has been asked that we should have Ekadasha Rudra Puja, and is for all kinds of false religious sects and false gurus and false religions which are followed in the name of God, or any religion that does not say about self-realization and does not achieve self-realization and does not get connected with God is false. So any such thing that is just fake and talks of God but has no connection with God cannot be a true religion. Of course, it gives a balance to people, but in giving that balance, if people live on that money and try to enjoy a wealth out of that money, then it is not even at the very lower level is religion. Like a balance, you see, religion has to give you a balance to begin with. But in that balancing, when they tell you, you have to be balanced, but give me money for that. You must give me money, give all your purse, give everything. Then that cannot be balanced. It does not even have a slightest thing, the blessings of God. Or any religion that makes you bow to anybody else but the incarnation is no religion. That's another one, which is absolutely false. The real religion will give you a balance and will always talk about the ascent. But they will not ask for money or make one man something great as venerated. Thus, we should learn to discriminate between falsehood, negative things, and real things. Once you develop that discrimination through vibratory awareness or through your intelligence, you are in the control of yourself. And then you become that power of Ekadasha when you establish your maturity. Today I bless you all that you all become the power of Ekadasha Rudra. And you develop that sincerity which takes you to that state. May God bless you.
I'll sit in silent meditation. So we'll listen to the prayer of surrender. Avahanam na janami tavarshanam, pujam chaiva na janami, kshamyatam parameshwari, kshamyatam parameshwari. So we'll also listen to the meaning for the remainder of the month of the prayer. I know not how to invoke you. I know not how to welcome you. I know not how to do your puja. Forgive me, Adi Shakti. Forgive me, O Supreme One. I have no mantras. I've done nothing. I have no devotion, O great goddess. Please fulfill them. I have no devotion, O great goddess, and yet whatever my prayers have been to you, please fulfill them, O Mother, through your grace. Gatam papam gatam dukam gatam daridramevacham agatam paramachaitanyam punyo aham tava darshanata anyata sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari aparadha sahasrani kriyante ahranisham maya dasoyam iti mamatva raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari garacharna kritam va kayajam karmajam va shavaranayana jamba manasam va paradham vihitam va sarvamitakshamasva jaya jaya karunapte Shri Mahadeva Shambhu jaya jaya karunapte Shri Mahadeva Shambhu jaya jaya karunapte Shri Mahadeva Shambhu. You can say the third grade mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, as you've said, may I be compassionate for all the people who are lost. May I also have the, as you said, the anger for all the forces against the values of truth and that are against Saj Yoga. May I be one with the Sahaj collective. Jai Shri Mataji. Can all bow down, raise our kundalinis and finish our meditations, and we can listen to some bhajans after for those who want to continue.
चाल असं का चांगली चाल वर बसू बा सुंदर.
We are now on the lotus feet of Shri Mataji. Therefore, we are singing the same song. You may also accompany us. आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो. सहजयोगी अनंत दामले यांचं हे गीत आहे आणि ते आपणापुढे आम्ही सादर करीत आहोत. जीवा कधी नाही झाली शक्ती कुंडलिनी शरीर व्यापिनी.
तुझ्या चरणासी येता जागृतीस आलो.
चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही
अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणासी आलो. आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणासी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणासी आलो.
गणेश तू आम्हा ज्ञानार्जन देई. गणेश तू आम्हा आ आ आ गणेश तू आम्हा ज्ञानार्जन देई. गणेश तू आम्हा ज्ञानार्जन देई. माता निर्मला ही विश्वाची आई. माता निर्मला अज्ञान हे दूर होता. अज्ञान हे दूर होता अनुभवालो.
चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणासी आलो. आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणासी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही
ब्रह्मदेव सांगे रे विष्णूच्या संगे शक्तिवान आम्ही भगवती अंगे.
ब्रह्मदेव सांगे रे विष्णूच्या संगे शक्तिवान आम्ही भगवती संगे.
श्री दत्त गुरु नाम घेता दत्त गुरु नाम घेता अनाहती आलो.
चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो.
शिवशक्ती राम सीता भक्त हनुमंत मातेच्या यजानी आम्ही शोभिवंत.
चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो. कृष्ण राधा येशू मेरी आम्हा सांगे. कृष्ण राधा येशू मेरी आम्हा सांगे. नाम घ्या निर्मल आम्ही तुम्हा संगे.
कृष्ण राधा येशू मेरी आम्हा सांगे नाम घ्या निर्मल आम्ही तुम्हा संगे.
शरण ते जाना जाता तुझ्या भेटी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो. चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो.
आत्मशिव ज्योती दिसे तुझ्या द्वारी आत्मशिव ज्योती दिसे तुझ्या द्वारी. चैतन्याचे तेज अंतरी बाहेरी आत्मशिव ज्योती दिसे तुझ्या द्वारी.
चैतन्याचे तेज अंतरी बाहेरी.
सहस्र तुझे दिमाते सहस्र तुझे दिमाते स्वरूपी मिळालो.
चैतन्याच्या संगे आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही अमृतात झालो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी आलो आम्ही माताजींच्या चरणाशी
या